and welcome back to a new video. We are going to be discovering tornadoes on this channel and what have happened in the past years of the tornado history. The tornado history. There has been a lot of past tornadoes in the past. Tornadoes that haven't been able to make a free living because sometimes they always dissipate too fastly, and we can't depend on how fast tornadoes dissipate and come. In today's video, we will be talking about tornadoes of 2010. This page documents the tornadoes and tornado outbreaks of 2010. The majority of tornadoes from the United States, but they can occur almost anywhere under the right conditions. A lesser number occurred outside the United States, most notably in parts of neighboring South Canada during the Northern Hemisphere summer season, but are also known in South America, Europe, Asia, and Australia. There were 1,266 tornadoes confirmed in the United States in 2010, with 45 confirmed fatalities. Elsewhere in the United States, 62 people were killed in tornadoes, 51 in China, 6 in Argentina, 3 in the Bahamas, and 1 each in Bangladesh and Germany. The year was near average for tornadoes, dissipating in extremely quite early spring period. However, such changed after a huge upswing starting in late April and a busy late spring and summer period. The autumn months were slightly above average. So that is our article for this episode here. And the United States year total of tornadoes, there were 768 EF0s, 342 EF1s. There were 127 EF2s, 32 EF3s, 13 EF4s, and there were no EF5s for the 2010 tornado season. And all of that added up together is 1,282 tornadoes. So here is what we'll be looking at. So we got the event from we got the event from January 19th through January 21st, which was Southern California. On that date, you had 4 EF0s, 2 EF1s, and the rest were all clear. January 20th through the 22nd, you had 12 EF0s, 6 EF1s, 4 EF2s, and 1 EF3. There was a lot going on, huh? And here's a damage from a tornado in central Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? But it don't show us the tornado path or nothing like that. It don't show us that. And here is the radar of what's happening in Texas. But yeah, it still don't show us what we're looking for. It only shows us, you know what I'm saying? it only shows us what actually occurred. It only shows us what happened. Maybe we should just, probably just take a look at it and see what, like what actually happened. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we are looking for the 2010 season. So we already discovered all of that. So basically, here is what we were actually looking for on there. Okay, so there was, by January there were already a lot of EF zeros, and I gotta say, we are not here for EF0 tornadoes. We want something like an EF4, EF5 high rating. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there was, I think this is California. Okay, so there were 17 EF zeros, there were 8 EF ones, there were 4 EF twos, and there was 1 EF3. So by January, everything there, all of those were confirmed tornadoes. So we have a EF0 tornado that touched down on Monday, January 18th, 2010. It was in West Fresno, California. It was an EF0, and the time was 3:24, and it dissipated at 3. I can't quite read this time, so you know what I'm saying. The time was 3:24, and it dissipated at 3:30. I'm guessing, so it really didn't last that long. Next we got EF0 that touched down on Tuesday, January 19th, 2010, which touched down in Isla Vista, which is in Santa Barbara County, California. It started at 8:32 and dissipated at 8:36, so that wasn't really that long. Next we got a EF1 that touched down also on Tuesday, January 29th, touching in Seal Beach, which is in Orange County, California. And then next we got a EF0 that touched down in Lee Mahoin on Wednesday, January 20th, 2010. In St. Landry Parish, Louisiana. And then we got a EF1 that touched down in Malam, Texas. And then we have a EF2 that touched down in Wascom, Texas, and Bleacher, Louisiana. Next, we got a EF2 that touched down in Canton, Texas, and Grand Saline, Texas. Next, we have a EF0 towards Hedgewood, which is in Natchez, Louisiana Parish. Next, we got another EF0 that touched down in Ridgeland, Mississippi, which is part of Madison County. Next, we got a EF2 that touched down in LaRue, Henderson County, Texas. Next, we got a EF0 that touched down in Sulphur Spring, Hopkins County, Texas. Next, we got a EF1 that touched down on January 20th, 2010 in Poynor, Henderson County, Texas. Next, we got a EF0 that touched down again in Sulphur Spring, Hopkins County, Texas. Next, we got a EF1 that touched down in Laguerre, Tangiahoa, Louisiana. Tangiahoa Parish, Louisiana. Next, we got EF0 that touched down in the Flint, Smith County, Texas area. Next, we got another EF1 that touched down in Warehouse, Smith County, Texas, White House. Next, we have an EF1 that touched down in Harlington, Harris County, Texas. Next is the January 21st event. So that is all the tornadoes that touched down on January 21st of 2010. We have a EF2 that touched down southeast of Hazelhurst, Mississippi. And we also got a EF0 that touched down in St. George. We got another EF0 that touched down north of St. George, which is a part of my hometown, Georgia. And we also had an EF0 north of Callahan, which is Florida area. We had an EF1 that touched down in Starkey, Bradford City, Bradford Clay County, which is in Florida. And we also had an EF0 that touched down in Ventura. And we had an EF0 that touched down in Suwanee, Franklin County, Tennessee. And we also had one that touched down in Mount Eagle, Franklin County, Tennessee. Marion County, Tennessee. So it was in two different types. And then we had one west of Ripley and one northeast of Bahada. And we also had an EF2 that touched down in Huntsville, Alabama. And we had an EF0 that touched down in Jasper, Tennessee. We also had an EF0 that touched down in Vieira. We had an EF1 that touched down in Brentonwood, which is a part of California. And we had an EF0 that touched down in Springfield, Tennessee. February, we only had one, which was an EF0 that touched down in Tumpman, California. So by March, we had 13 EF0s, 15 EF1s, 5 EF2s, and 1 EF3. First, we had an EF2 that touched down in Hammond, Oklahoma. We had an EF0 that touched down in Butler, Oklahoma. And we also had an EF0 that touched down in Chrome Glen, California. We also had an EF0 that touched down in Ozan. We had one that touched down in Yellow Pine, Alabama. We had an EF1 that touched down in Benton, Arizona. We had an EF1 that touched down in Center Hill, Arkansas. We had an EF1 that touched down in Step Rock, Arkansas. Another EF2 in Pearson, Arkansas. We had an EF1 in Hudson, Arkansas. An EF1 in Westphalia in Missouri. We had EF0 that touched down in Mokene, Missouri, and another EF0 that touched down northwest of Mokene, Missouri. And then we had a EF1 that touched down southwest of Daphneheim, Missouri. And we also had another one. And then we also had a EF1 touchdown in Monton. We had a EF1 that touched down in Hillsboro, west of Hillsboro. We had a EF2 in Auburndale. And we had one in Haines City, Florida. We had a EF0 in Udelia, Georgia. And we had an EF1 in Danville, Alabama. We had one in Moline, Alabama. Another EF1 in Clinton, Alabama. And another EF1 in Woodlawn, South Carolina. And Edgefield, South Carolina. And we even had one in Belmont, North Carolina. We had a EF0 in West Haguli, Florida. We also had a EF2 that touched down in Spencer, North Carolina, and Lakeview, North Carolina. And we also had a EF1 that touched down west of High Point, North Carolina. And then we also had an EF3 that touched down in High Point, North Carolina. We had an EF0 that touched down in Alton, Virginia, which is in Halifax County. And we also had an EF2 that touched down in Morganana, South Carolina, and Roppers Crossroads, South Carolina. And we also had an EF2 that touched in Ridge Road Crossroads, South Carolina. And we also had one in Lake Murray, South Carolina. We had EF1 in Mount Tarza. And we had one in Peastone, North Carolina. There was also a EF0 that touched down in Ryan Field, South Carolina. And there was a EF0 in Oakland Park, Florida. So there are all the tornadoes and events from from each event of the 2010 tornado season. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to Tornadoes Man for more information on tornadoes of 2010. And if you did miss something in this video, please, if you missed something in this video, please put it in the comments and tell me what you missed. It would help this channel it will help this channel out in the long run to make more videos. Peace.